Hi, I'm Daniel Mullen, and you're watching Purebred Reds, Adelaide United Fan TV.
Standing here with Taylor after a 3-1 win against Melbourne City. Now, Taylor, just historically, mate, the last time you did an interview for Purebred Reds, we played Melbourne City here on a Sunday afternoon. We got absolutely destroyed. I think it was 2-0 in the end. Mila Jusnic, Elsie all had absolute stinkers. Not the case today at all. Halloran with 2 goals. Blackwood with a goal as well. You must be stoked with the scoreline, obviously, tonight.
Lovely. Just like last week, two good wins in a row, scoring some goals. That's all you can ask the boys. And it's good to see that we're actually putting the ball in the net. It's not playing wide again, we've gone direct. Freaking magic. Back to where we were start of the season. So it's been good. Just
on that point, I was just speaking to a mate and I reminded him that we'd won 3 games in a row. It doesn't really feel like we have, but we're back, surely.
So we're back all right, and the fact we're putting the ball in, just shame the boys aren't getting that little one more and get the hat trick. Someone's going to get it soon. It's been a while since we had one, so it'd be nice to see us get that. I reckon we'll do it again next week against Brisbane.
Absolutely. I reckon I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and see Jamie Maclaren's mugshot on a milk carton after.
Was he out there tonight?
After tonight. Has he got PTSD after the 4-0 here back in October?
I don't know what he's got, mate, but I didn't even see him out there. It was good. Good to see him not getting a goal.
What do you reckon the situation was with Melbourne City tonight? I mean, very toothless display. They're in form as well. It's the first time they've lost in 2020. There's a lot of talk about the fact that Melbourne City don't show up when it counts the most. Clearly tonight's another example of that.
They missed Jamison tonight. They really did. No captain. There's nothing there. It just shows you what the boy does. I don't like the boy, but hey, he can play.
Yeah.
And it was good, and they missed them tonight. No one there giving them a bit of guidance. There was just nothing, and no mongrel in there, which is good. Good for us.
Absolutely. Steph Mork enters the fray along with James Troisi when he eventually returns. How the hell does Gertjan sort this midfield out? I mean, you've got Louis Dorigo playing at the top of his game. Boland still available, not being used. So many options in the middle of the parks all of a sudden. How does he go about sort of lining this team up in the future?
Hey, they've all got to fight for a place now, and that can only be good for us if they've got to fight, and we got 3 or 4 good boys out there. That's what we want. We want to see them fight for a place. You don't want to see them just getting a game because they're playing for us. They've got to earn the sport, and it's good.
After 3 straight wins, do you now need to realign the focus again for the season? I mean, after the 4 straight losses, we're all sort of thinking, okay, top 6 is, something we'll bite anyone's hand off for. But at the moment, we're now seemingly on track to finish in the 4 at least. Still a fair chunk of the season left to go. What do you think? Do we seriously need to even start looking at that second place now and thinking we're a genuine chance?
I mean, we're just 1 week at a time. Just keep winning. 1 week, win, and then that will see us go. Still got a fair, decent run in. A couple of trips to Brisbane, so it's not going to be an easy road in yet. But 1 week at a time.
Are we going to see you in Melbourne in a month's time?
You'll see me in Melbourne. It's definitely. Can't miss that one.
Keen, mate, keen. Thanks so much for speaking to us, Taylor. All the best. Have a good night,
See you later.
Cheers. Thanks, lad. Standing here with George after the 3-1 win against Melbourne City tonight. George, I guess the first question I have to ask is, how was tonight so easy, especially with the outs that we had?
Guess they weren't very good, were they? We were just clinical, copped a couple of goals from set pieces. They got the goal back, but no, it was good performance, I guess. McLaren just was a bit of a dud for them, and obviously Delbridge getting sent off, but the game was all done by them. I don't think it was anything particularly different from us. It was just their lack of hunger, I guess, and their lack of ability to penetrate us. They didn't really make any clear-cut chances, so I mean, credit to our back 4 and our midfield, I think, did quite well, but take the result.
Obviously, Troisi and Mork both out tonight. Is Gertjan going to be looking at the team board throughout the week and sweating on how he fits everyone in going into Brisbane Roar next weekend?
In terms of, I don't think much really changes. It's Constant will probably go out for more, I'd assume. But because Troyes is out for a couple of weeks, but I'd keep the same starting lineup. Blackwood wasn't great, apart from a very nice goal, but he wasn't great apart from that. So I'd probably give Opseth another stint up front, but I'd be keeping it pretty similar. Don't change your winning formula, I guess. Even though it's not playing great football, but it's getting the results. So at the moment, that's all that matters.
If there's any criticism you can have of Ben Halloran, it's his lack of goal scoring. 2 goals tonight. Is this the platform he needs to now contribute, not only in the sense of getting assists, but also bagging some goals for the side? What do you reckon?
Yeah, look, I thought he was man of the match tonight. I thought he did really well, and also not obviously the goals were fantastic, but the interplay, and I think his interplay has been good all year. It's like up and down, but if he's a bit more consistent, I wouldn't be against him going to the Olympics as one of the overage players for the 23s. So I guess that might be a motivation.
It's a very random call from me.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I was thinking, like, if you're gonna play someone like that, I wouldn't be against it if he's consistent. But I don't know. See what happens.
3 wins in a row, mate. Can we start to forget about all the negativity that was surrounding this club for a good 4 weeks over December and January? I mean, it doesn't really feel like it, but we have won 3 games in a row. That's pretty significant going into the stretch of finals. What are your thoughts?
Look, I think at the end of the day, you've lost 3 players and you only brought 1 in. That shows a real lack of investment in the club. So the results only go so far. Eventually, you're going to run into a bit of trouble. So no, I don't think there's much reason to be optimistic. I really don't think we're going to do much come business end of the season, but let the good times roll on while they last, I guess, and then we'll see what happens. But no, not really.
Brisbane away next weekend. Robbie Fowler, prior to last night, he'd gone 5 games undefeated with Brisbane. They're not playing the best, but managing to pull some results out. Do we have much to worry about?
I think guys going up to Suncorp's hard. I don't know. I think it might just be a bit of a stalemate up there, to be honest. I don't really see too much happening, but it is what it is. We'll see how we go.
George, thanks for speaking to us, mate. We'll see you next home game, huh?
We'll do.
Standing here with Reece Bruinsma, who makes a lot of premature calls in football that come back to bite him, but tonight he did say Jamie Maclaren was going to be MIA, and guess what?
MIA.
I think he was a little more than MIA. I think he might be missing in action for a while after that.
Yep. Yeah, I'll put it on, say it on camera. He's obviously good at a very select few things, but I wouldn't take him. And there you go, that's on the record. I wouldn't take him. He offers, he's great in the box. There's no one better in the box, but the rest of his contribution everywhere else is subpar for me. Give me George any day.
Were you drinking Cooper's Clear or shrooms tonight?
No, just the pails for me.
Mate, I've got to start by asking, obviously 3-1 tonight, I really don't think anyone thought it would be as easy as it was. How the hell, with key players out, did we manage to pull this one out of our bums tonight?
Yeah, it was a huge result. And now I don't even know what to expect. What's the bet? We could go and lose to Brisbane, lose to Central Coast now. That would be pretty in keeping with our season. But keeps us fans on our toes, I guess. Gets you lots of good content. That's what it's about.
A few people have been hating on George Blackwood in recent times, and maybe I'm one of them. But he had a great game last weekend, and he scored a goal tonight as well. Is this the point where we can start to maybe have a bit of hope that George has the ability to score goals between now and the end of the season?
Yeah, I think he can score goals, and I mean, if he keeps scoring goals, what criticisms can we realistically have? So Jamie didn't get any tonight, and George was on the score sheet. So there you have it. This turned into a personal attack on Jamie Maclaren. I didn't mean it to at all.
Melbourne City just didn't show up tonight. Does this add to the many critics that are out there who really accuse them of just not showing up when it counts the most? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, a club like that should... I don't know if they should come and beat us. We're on a hot run of form, but they should certainly put it on a better performance than that. If they are going to go down, with the resources, not even the resources, just the players they have, like they should be putting in a better performance than that.
Al-Hassan Toure potentially out for the season. George scoring tonight. Opseth coming on. Not looking amazing, but certainly looked, lively. What is the go with us and our number 9 from now and the end of the season? Who really stakes the claim for that position?
Well, yeah, I was thinking about this the other day, right, when the injury happened. Let's say, way back at the start of the season when they were planning the squad composition, do you think, prior to the FFA Cup run, how prevalent do you think Toure was going to be in those plans? Because it's almost like we've ended up with this bonus player out of nothing. So the fact that he's out obviously is disappointing, and it gives us one less option. But in a sense, like we've still got, we've got 2 9s. We've got Riley who can score, Troisi who can score. It's not like we're totally without goal scorers. If anything, it's quite a unique position to be in for us. I don't think we've ever had this range of players who can chip in. Yeah. So.
Can I quickly take you back to December 2015 when you told me that we were going to win the league, and I think we were 7th at the time. Just won 2 games for the first time of the season.
Yeah.
I don't want to tempt fate, but
I don't throw it around. So.
I saw Steph Moore came into the picture a few weeks after that, and the rest is history. What do you reckon?
Hey, it's on tape now, so there's no going back. We'll see.
Last question: transfer business-wise, lost 3, bought in 1. I know it's a big name in Stephen Moore, but would you have liked to have seen a few more bodies in this window?
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen some reinforcements at the back. Mork's a great player to have, but realistically for me at least, he probably doesn't fit in our first 11. Yep. Not behind Riley and the 3 that we do have in the middle. So, but it's great to have depth. So yeah, but centre back would have been ideal for me.
Reece Brunsma, enjoy your night.
Thanks, mate. See you soon.
Standing here with Chris from Purebred Reds and the Red Army. Chris, we both, about 5 hours ago, were very pessimistic going into tonight. Both predicted a loss here. Anything but in the end of the day. Not only did we win convincingly, but some fantastic performers across the park. Key outs like we know, and still managed to get the job done so easily. That is sort of compounded by Melbourne City being as poor as they were as well. Was it a combination of those 2 things, or did they just maybe supremely underestimate us tonight? What do you reckon?
Yeah, it was a combination of a lot of things, to be honest. We didn't play too badly today. As Reece in the last interview just said, J-Mac was MIA. I'm shocked he didn't turn up, to be honest. I predicted this morning in our preview that J-Mac was like their X factor right there. He's done nothing today. Nothing. So what's happened with them? I'm gonna quote myself here, and I said in our preview that Melbourne City have a problem when they're the favourites in these big games. I'd say they were the favourites tonight, where we've been winning, but winning sort of ugly before this. They've been, as you said, unbeaten all year. Where were they? What were they doing? I'm going to be as damning as possible. That was shocking from them, and I expected more as a fan of Adelaide United. I actually expected more coming out of them.
That's damning. I'm going to throw a bit of a curveball at you. Say when that wild lunge from Delbridge happened, if it didn't go to VAR and he stayed on the park, we've seen Melbourne City in the past manage to score goals unexpectedly and get results when they haven't been the better team. They certainly weren't the better team up to that point, but was there a chance in it for them if Delbridge didn't get that red card?
No. I think that we got into this sort of match management mode in the second half, specifically towards the end, and they had no chance, mate. I didn't think they were any chance of scoring against us. I was a little annoyed at how wasteful we actually were in that second half. I feel as though we could have at least scored one more. Regardless, though, 3-1 is a good result. And look, that was a quite clear red card. I'm surprised that Alex King gave it as a yellow first off. I don't know if he didn't see it or not, but it was pretty clear. It was a pretty clear red card. So look, that only assisted us in our quest for 3 points, but ultimately I do not think they would have scored not even 2 goals to draw.
Obviously, we know Stephen Moore, James Tracy are going to be coming into this team eventually, but Nathan Constantopoulos, Louis Dorigo, both, again, really good tonight. Surely harsh on one of those two, if not both, to have to sacrifice their place in the team for the superior sort of talents of Troisi and Mork. Is Gertjan going to be doing a bit of sweating when it comes to planning what his future starting 11s are?
I don't think it'd faze a man like Gertjan. To be honest with you, I think that if they're playing well, then they deserve to be in the team. I would personally say that Troisi should be starting every single game. I get that Nathan Constantopoulos was quite good today. I don't know how worthy he is as a regular starter when you have names like Troisi and Mork on the bench. I know, I said it this morning in our preview, Mork has been, he's lost his sort of mojo a bit in the past couple of years at different clubs and whatnot. But look, I don't think Mork is a guaranteed starter. I don't think he will be named on a team first name on the team sheet for maybe the rest of this season unless we have injuries. At the moment, Constantopoulos, yeah, he was put in a solid shift today. He deserved this spot over Boland, I would say. I don't know what we've seen in training, but if he's performing today like he did, I can't see why he shouldn't be playing. Troisi, as I said, should be starting every game though, no matter what, unless he's in some ridiculously horrible run of form where he shouldn't be starting. Then I don't see that happening. I think he should be playing. But then you're left with the other midfielders who, as I said, I don't think Gertjan will really care about that. I think he'll pick the names that need to be on the team sheet based on training and based on performances. And until Mork can prove, someone like Boland can prove that he will perform better over a Troisi, then there's no reason why they should be starting over our midfield that we've basically been running this season.
Last question, mate. Brisbane Roar away next week. Last time we were up there, Marco Kurz led Adelaide United, won the game 5-3.
Yes.
Given we've just won our last 3 and seemingly we're back, can we expect similar fortunes next weekend? What do you reckon?
I wouldn't go as far to saying we're back, to be honest. We're still conceding some pretty piss poor goals. I know we only conceded 1 today, but that's because Melbourne City, let's be honest, didn't really pose much of an attacking threat. They had one really good chance and they took it. And so I'm not going to go and say we're back yet until they prove that we'll not be slipping at these banana games like what we have against Brisbane Roar. I'd say that's a banana skin game coming up. I know Brisbane Roar have been like they lost their first in like 5, but they're a tough team. I think I from having watched them more recently, they set up a certain way in a pragmatic sort of, they just repel attack after attack after attack, and I think that Robbie Fowler, fair play to him, actually he's finally set them up as a fairly decent unit defensively. And so I'm yet to see in this sort of second run of form that we have, I know we've won 3 in a row, but I'm yet to see us being able, the signs that we will be able to continue this into these important games. So I'm not going to say we're going to win, we're back, blah blah blah, but look, it's a game that we should be winning, but I can't say that we will.
Fair enough. We've got some officials giving us some pretty dirty looks here, Chris, so we're going to have to wrap it up there. Thanks for speaking to us, mate. We'll see you on the Purebred Reds couch very soon, I'm sure.
Yep. Thank you very much, mate. We'll see you then.
Good on you, mate, and keep wasting your money on the kits, because you're getting quite the collection going. Paraded this one on the live preview show this morning. Yep. Is there another one in the pipe works? What do you reckon?
Definitely another 2, in fact, yeah. So not giving anything away yet.
Keep your eyes peeled on the Instagram page, yeah. Adelaide United Kits.
Yeah, actually, cheers for that plug. Yeah, Adelaide United Kits. I run that Instagram page with another mate of mine. So anything you want to be posted, send us a message, and we post some pretty random, rare stuff.
Killer. That does us for tonight, guys. Adelaide United getting the cookies over Melbourne City tonight. A very lacklustre Melbourne City. Looks like we're back in the hunt to really have a strong season this year. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.